You guys doing good? Did you guys see the nominations yesterday? Are you guys excited for the game awards this year? I am so excited. I personally find that Elden Ring does not really deserve the DLC deserves the Game of the Year. I feel like that DLC had more copy-pasted bosses from the base game than unique new bosses. In fact, Miyazaki even dared to be disrespectful enough to copy-paste one of the main bosses. Let me tell you guys of the games that I have played on stream of the Game of the Year. I played on stream Elden Ring, and the DLC of Elden Ring, it was very pretty. However, the person who was supposed to fill the maps with things and unique bosses missed work. So sometimes you would find like areas that were designed to have something in it and there was nothing. There were some fun fights, but I'll also be honest with you guys. I know that Elden Ring is some of people's first Souls games. I have been playing Souls-like games for the last, I don't know, 8 years. And I am quite tired of these games. They're quite simple. You either attack, or you dodge, or you parry, or you get hit, and you die, and repeat. I'm including Yukong in this because Yukong felt even more like a boss rush. At least the Elden Ring DLC was fun to go and explore around, find different areas and stuff. I'm usually really hard to get tired of something, but eventually I got tired of this kind of like the same wheel. So honestly, I think those are just boring to me. Final Fantasy. I can't say much about Final Fantasy. I didn't play Final Fantasy. Metaphor, I can't say much either. I did not play Metaphor. However, I've heard great things from the fans of those franchises, and so I'll give those people the credit since they consume this kind of game, they consume this kind of content, and if they enjoyed it, you know, great. Astrobot. I've heard that Astrobot is absolutely fantastic as well. The thing about Balatro is that I've heard a lot of people say good things about Balatro, and I was like, I don't know. I didn't try it. Maybe instead of sounding like an idiot, maybe I should try it. And I accidentally played the game until 6 in the morning. I'm a little bit sleep deprived because of that, but you know, I didn't really get the hang of the game in the beginning, but then when it clicked, I was like, oh shit. Also, I don't understand why Stellar Blade isn't here. Why Silent Hill 2 isn't here. I think Stellar Blade was more interesting than Yukong. It had much greater plot and much greater gameplay. Like, if you guys asked me a week before the nominations and you put me at gunpoint of which I had to pick without knowing who would be the nominations, I would probably have said Silent Hill 2. I can't believe that they took Silent Hill out for a freaking DLC. I'll be honest with you guys, this year has been a very slow game for people of my taste of video games. I just find those games should be fine. It's just not my favorite type of games, you know? It's just... Yeah, I also know Dragon's Dogma too. The thing about Dragon's Dogma is that if you play that game for the story, I feel like if the story of Dragon's Dogma was deleted from the game, like the game got corrupted and the story got deleted, the game would be just as good. I find that the best thing about Dragon's Dogma was the combat. The combat does a lot of things that I really like. However, the combat did do things that I really disliked. Not every game is about the story. And I do believe that Dragon's Dogma does so many things right in the way that you can interact with the big monsters and the combat, that I wish more games try to do something like that. But there's something special about the combat in Dragon's Dogma. It's Capcom, right? Capcom is usually good at making fun games. Usually the story of Capcom games, it's never their highlight. But like the combat tends to be pretty good. Out of these games, especially since Balatro kept me up until 6 in the morning, I think my vote will go to Balatro. As somebody who didn't know anything about Balatro, and then I decided to find out, and then the game just keeps me up all night. You know? Best game direction. Why do I have to vote for this? Black Myth Wukong? It's a straight line with bosses. No. I can't say about Final Fantasy. I'm just gonna vote for Balatro again because Panic. Next category. I can't vote for something I didn't try. Best narrative. Holy shit! I forgot that this game came out this year. I didn't see anyone talking about this game. I didn't hear anything about this game at all. Oh my god, do you guys remember when we played this game and we had the dating? It was really funny.
Seriously, what the hell do I do now?
Just die! I don't know! Final Fantasy probably has good. Metaphor probably has it good. But I'll be honest with you guys. I love the storytelling in Silent Hill 2. That game made me cry. That game made me feel feelings that I didn't expect to feel in a horror game. I know that the story is from the old game, but it's still. I find that the remake of Silent Hill 2 was very good at capturing the essence of the game. As you slowly discover the horrors that was done in the game, I find it hard to even criticize the characters in the game. Because it's coming from people who were in such a position that is such a hard position to be, that I wouldn't be able to judge these people for their acts, because I don't know how I would feel being in such situation. Because such situation can be so incredibly hard. I'm trying to say without spoiling things for people, but I found the Silent Hill was absolutely beautiful. I also really like the system that how people get different endings in the game, how it's based on the player's tiny actions. Like, for example, I took a look into that after finishing the game, but if you're low health a lot, the game is more likely to give you a certain ending. If you're high health a lot, the game can give you a different ending. So you're actually subconsciously making little choices, and the game decides the ending you get based on these. To the point that while I was playing, we had no idea which ending we would get. And I thought that was such an interesting way to tell a story as well. I don't know why this game wasn't nominated to Game of the Year. Probably because they needed some space to put Elden Ring in there, because somebody felt the need to suck Miyazaki's dick. I'm sorry, but I would rather have a remake that's well done than a DLC as Game of the Year. Best score in music. Oh, Stellar Blade is in here. Silent Hill had really good music, right? I will honestly be very surprised if Final Fantasy doesn't win this. But from those, Silent Hill had great audio design. And I find that audio design is so important in horror games. I know it's not music, but it had some good stuff. Yep, it had a great score. Recognizing the best in-game audio sound design, Silent Hill. Call of Duty? What sound design? Pa 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 pa! What sound design is this? This? Horror games? They literally need absolutely excellent sound design. And the sound design in Silent Hill was amazing. I'm pretty sure I talked about it while we were playing the game. Without absolutely superb sound design, horror games, they just do not work. Oh yeah, there was a Star Wars game that came out this year. I forgot. Games for Impact. A thought-provoking game. In between my ears, there is nothing. I do not think, therefore I do not am. Best ongoing. It was kind of funny that Cyberpunk won last year. But, you know, they were very hated and they became a very loved game. So I guess it was earned, but it is still kind of funny because it's a single-player game. Diablo did improve, didn't it? But I wouldn't say best ongoing game. I find that overall, Fortnite is definitely one of the best ongoing games. Unironically. They are actually so good at keeping their game interesting to their players. That's why they're still such a big hit. Didn't they have like the entire overhaul of the graphics of the game? It's kind of like Path of Exile. Yeah, I believe it. Like, why is Path of Exile never in this list, actually? Path of Exile, I don't think there has ever been a game to give for free as much content to its players than Path of Exile. Path of Exile shouldn't be in the list since they don't want the same game to win every time. I feel like it's fair to give it to Fortnite, though. Fortnite just earns it. Best community support. What's this game? I never heard of it. Yeah. It's Baldur's Gate. I find that Larian, the way that they interact with their community, to be one of the healthiest ways to interact with the community. Even when they mess up, they usually say, hey, we messed up. We'll need more time to fix this and that. They're very, like, straightforward with communicating with their audience. I really like that. I wish more games did that. A lot of games, they just hide in a corner while shit gets, start hitting the fan. Best debut indie game. Yeah. Balatro. Yeah, it's a good game. Best mobile game. Yeah, Balatro. I didn't know. Oh no, it's on the phone. Oh fuck. Do not play Balatro on your phone. You're not going to be able to do anything else in your life. Best action game. I played very little of Helldivers, but even it not being my kind of game, I had a lot of fun playing it. I was pleasantly surprised when I played it. I had a lot of fun. I didn't try Warhammer. That you think that I hated Warhammer when I haven't even tried this game is kind of funny. I never touched this game. Do I have an evil twin sister that played this game and hated it? Please let me know. Can we think about this for a bit? I'm honestly in between those two. I do like both of them. Best action adventure. Silent Hill? Yeah, Yukong was also good for action game. Yukong was good for what it did. I'm just kind of like, I just don't think it was innovating, did things in a new way, but it was definitely fun. Is Silent Hill action adventure? What does action adventure even mean? Honestly, I feel like Dragon Age would have fit in this category.
13.
He has that! I have the feeling that Astrobot would definitely win this one. Best RPG! Dragon's Dogma 2? Do you guys remember when I said, like a few minutes ago, that you could delete the story of that game? And the game would be just as good? Final Fantasy and Metaphor are definitely RPGs. Like a Dragon as well. But those two are literally action games, yeah. You know what's an RPG that I really like that came out this year? Scout. It's like a very classic RPG style. It was also made by one person. This is an RPG. I hope that one of the RPGs win this category. That's how I'm going to say. Best fighting. Bah! 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 There's a Powerpuff Girls game? There were a lot of dragon games coming out this year. It is the year of the dragon, right? Best family. I'm sorry. I do not have a kid, and I don't remember the last time I turned my Nintendo Switch on, but Astrobot's pretty cute. That's... Oh God! Frostpunk is so good! You guys remember when we sent children to the mines? And then you told me to suffocate the children in the mine and the children died? And then... Dude, that game was so good! Oh, Manor Lords was also really good. You guys sent children to the mine, and then you suffocated the children in the mines, and then you guilt-tripped me about it. And I remember you guys had like a congress. That game was actually so fucking good. Maybe we should play it again. Frostpunk was great. Easy. Esports! Esports! Go esports! Best adaptation. Like, what is this? I didn't see this. Fallout! Oh, Fallout was so fucking good. But Arcane was also great. But the Fallout was so good. I think Fallout was the best adaptation of a video game that I've seen. They told a unique story in the universe, and it was so well told. And it was so fun. It was like a fun adventure. I don't know, I could relate things from the game, and seeing them interacting with things from the game, it just felt special. I never say that Arcane was bad. It's just that if you watch Arcane, do you really think of League of Legends? Be honest with me. Most anticipated Kingdom Come True. What the fuck? What's this fucking bullshit? Why is this a fucking award in the first place? Why you're going to give games awards for not coming out? Why are you awarding their marketing team? Where's Silksong? I don't even care for Silksong, but I have heard about this game for the last 20 years. How is it not here? Where's Half-Life 3? I'm sorry, you guys. Why is Kingdom Come 2 not here? Kingdom Come 2 was my most anticipated game for this year. Why is my boy Henry not here? I find it hard for Grand Theft Auto to not to win, but you know, I'm sorry. I just find that to be a dumb award, like awarding a game for not coming out. I think that this year, overall for gaming, at least if you're a gamer that plays the kinds of games that I play, to have been kind of meh. Yeah, I think that's a good. Oh, I didn't vote for best RPG. Yeah, you see. Exactly. You see, that's my point. It's just not of my style. JRPG fans are eating good. That's true. That's true. Maybe I should try some JRPGs. The last JRPG that I tried was Chrono Trigger, and I also really like Sea of Stars. I tried those two. Those were very cute. I really like them. Really, really like them. But I haven't played the new ones, you know? Yeah, this year has been kind of slow. I feel like what I was looking forward most this year is Kingdom Come 2. I'm quite sad that Kingdom Come 2 was delayed to next year. And I feel like what I want, apparently a lot of people don't care about, right? Because it's not even here. Where is my representation? Huh? I'm also kind of sad that Pal World wasn't mentioned anywhere, because I found that Pal World was a very surprising game, and I feel like it had a strong impact this year. But it's probably because people forgot about it, because it was back in January. But I do believe that Pal World was one of the most played games this year, and I find it kind of sad that it wasn't even mentioned. And there were a bunch of games that I didn't even hear about that were mentioned, and meanwhile, Pal World nowhere to be seen. I really feel like game awards, well, awards in general, but especially in gaming, I'm not saying all of them, but this award in general seems like a popularity contest. It seems like it's somebody that reads a lot of whatever is going on Reddit or Twitter or I don't even know, Facebook, and then they pick the games from those places. This award is the most known gaming award because they spend a lot of money in marketing and people talk about it. There were probably other gaming awards that do it in a more tasteful way, but we just don't know about because we're gamers and we're kind of dumb. And we don't know where to find information most of the time. But I'm sure they might exist. I hope that their marketing budget becomes a little bit higher so we can hear about them. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen in the Game Awards this year. We're going to be watching it together while cheering for really nobody. And then we're going to get advertised. And we're going to be watching trailers and ads. And like 5 minutes of awards, probably. I really, really believe that nominating a DLC for Game of the Year was a bad move, but I don't think this is a controversial opinion. I think maybe this decision was done to get people talking about the awards, because otherwise, you know, this has been a quite dead year. At least like this, now people are talking about the awards. They're angrily tweeting and doing whatever they want about it. So, as a marketing scheme, seems like a great idea. I do believe that, you know, they could have just created a category for DLC if they really wanted to reward good DLC. I hope that this year, whoever wins the awards, they get to talk about it on stage. I hope they don't have a gun to their heads telling them to hurry up. But you never know. Maybe they should hire me! You know, if they're taking too long, by too long, I mean 5 seconds, I just like... It's effective.